More than 90% of consumers read online reviews before buying a product, according to Capital One research. Why? Because people want more than just data. They want someone to interpret the information, to explain what it means to them. In many ways, laboratory and project reports serve the same purpose in engineering. A well-written report allows others to understand what was tested, how it was tested, and what those results mean to them. For the next few minutes, I'll discuss the purpose of reports, the structure of project reports, and I'll briefly go over this week's assignment. So why do engineers spend so much time writing reports instead of just simply sharing the data? The answer is that data alone rarely tells the whole story. The real value comes from communicating those results clearly and accurately, sharing with others. Project reports document the procedures, provide evidence for recommendations, support decision-making. They answer really 4 basic questions. What was tested? How was it tested? What were the results? And what do those results mean? The goal is not simply to represent the numbers. The goal is to help readers understand the significance of those numbers. Now, let's turn our attention to what makes a project report effective. Project reports follow a specific pattern. First, the introduction, where you discuss the problem being investigated, any relevant background information. Next, the methods or the procedures, which describes exactly what was tested, how it was tested. And then the results section presents the data collected during the projects. You can use tables and charts and figures to help the readers understand those findings. But again, readers need more than just numbers. The discussion section is where the meat happens. That's where the data is reported and you interpret those results, why it's important. And then finally, the conclusion summarizes the findings and provides recommendations. A common mistake that students make is spending too much time describing their research and not enough time analyzing the results. Remember, readers are most interested in what the findings mean. So how will you apply these concepts this week? Let's take a brief look at this week's assignment. This week, you will complete a project based on one of the options listed in the instructions. I think you'll like them. Your task is to collect information, analyze results, and communicate your findings in a professional report. As you complete the assignment, clearly explain the purpose and the background of your project. Describe your methods in enough detail that someone else could come and repeat them. Present your results using all the appropriate visuals, and then most important, analyze the meaning of your findings. Support your conclusions with evidence. Just like Amazon shoppers use specifications and reviews to make informed decisions, engineers use laboratory and project reports to understand results and evaluate solutions. As you complete this week's assignment, focus on the purpose of the project, the structure, and that you are helping audience understand what the data means. Have a great week.